A teary-eyed Sachin Tendulkar today brought the curtains down on his phenomenal career by giving a heartwarming speech to thank his family, coaches, teammates, friends and fans. Sachin said it was hard to believe that his life between 22 years in the last 24 years has come to an end. Trying hard to control his emotions, Tendulkar had the Wankhede crowd spellbound with a Thanksgiving speech, every word of which drew applause.
He knew that the fans have been waiting for him patiently for more than an hour, and that is why he was standing right in front of the big bay window, right at front. He stood there, acknowledged the fans both on the right and the left, and suddenly they came out right onto the street, covering the entire bus, and that's when he took one step back and sat on the front seat right next to right beside his wife, who was also there with the team in the team bus. What was amazing to see was the captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni was sitting right at the end towards the right, far right, because he knew that today's moment belonged to the Master Blaster. It was Sachin all the way. He stood there for a few minutes and in fact he acknowledged the fans, he waved out to them, he thanked them again, smiled to the cameras. You should have seen it was a slew of handphones, slew of cameras and hands, all of them up trying to capture Sachin for the one last time inside the Indian team bus in the Indian cricket whites, and that is what is a special memory. That's what they were lining up on both sides of the entrance to the Wankhede Stadium for quite some time. It was quite a big group. It were a few hundreds on either side who were waiting very, very patiently. Bit of a traffic jam for some time, but they've got that moment's worth. They've watched the master in action out in the middle. They've heard him speak emotionally and say thanks to the fans and for all the support that they've given him and the adulation. And finally, just with the glass in between, they have seen him up front, and he has said his final thank yous and bid his final goodbye to them, to the fans.
Jeet, my brother, now what do I talk about him? I don't know really. We've lived this dream together. The most beautiful thing happened to me in 1990 when I met my wife Anjali. When we decided to have a family, Anjali took the initiative to step back and say that you continue with your cricket and I'll take the responsibility of the family. For 14 years and 16 years I've not spent enough time with both of you, but the next 16 years or even beyond that, everything is for you. We see it on the mega screen, Rahul, Lakshman, Saurav, Anil is not here, and my teammates right here in front of me. You are like my family away from home. I've had some wonderful times with you. It's going to be difficult not to be part of the dressing room, sharing those special moments.
I'll miss him all my life. I mean, it was the greatest day that I could ever watch cricket. It was the greatest tribute I could give by just being there. For me, it was 24 years. I started watching him in Wankhede. I've been coming to Wankhede since '75. Before he played, I'll keep coming to Wankhede even after he's finished playing. But something will be missing forever.
ये मैच भारत के लिए तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही विशेष था, क्योंकि सचिन तेंदुलकर जो एक बहुत बेहतरीन बल्लेबाज ही नहीं है, पर एक बहुत ही अच्छे इंसान भी हैं. उन्होंने इसको अपना आखिरी टेस्ट प्रदर्शन के रूप में ऐलान किया था. तो उम्मीद ये करते हैं कि जिस तरह से उन्होंने खेल के मैदान में अपना हुनर और फन दिखाया है, उसी तरह से सार्वजनिक क्षेत्र में भी वो आगे आके और रचनात्मक भूमिका निभाएंगे.
There is also a lot of talk that he should become the sports minister. I won't mind it. But all those who wanted to make a change in sports, whether it was Ajay Makhan or it was Uma Bharti, they all were shunted out from the ministry. And if he becomes a sports minister and he wants a change, then the very first man who will want him out would be his bum chum, Shri Rajiv Shukla ji. So he should be careful about that.
The era of a legend in active cricket is coming to an end. We're all really sad about it because we'll be missing him in action. Secondly, he has conquered the hearts of millions of the people sports lovers across the country, and he became an icon in cricket in the modern days.
The cricketer who ended his international cricket career today will get the Bharat Ratna. Sachin is the youngest to get the top honour, and for years his fans, including several politicians, have been clamouring for a Bharat Ratna for Tendulkar. The government says the award is now being given as he is no longer active in the world of sports. In fact, the news was broken to Sachin Tendulkar by our editor-in-chief Rajdeep Sardesai, who was with Sachin at the moment when the news broke. He told CNN IBN, and I quote Sachin now, "I am thankful for this honour. I dedicate it to my mother. India is my motherland," unquote. Also, a reaction coming in from the PMO, which has issued a statement saying Sachin Tendulkar is undoubtedly an outstanding cricketer, a living legend who has inspired millions across the globe. He has been a true ambassador of India in the world of sports.